as well. It's their arena. Oh boy. We're on a ward, and we're walking right into a 5-star with a blitzcrank. Zika going to be the first one in. He's already one-shot. Not even Udyr could survive that. I don't know if Crisp used his hook already.
Fine, there's always some opportunity to go for the gank there with how immobile he is, but CDZ also is running the ghost too.
As they look towards this bottom lane again. Weibo toying with the idea of a dive, but Xiaohao is here. But this is going to be another plate for Gala and Mark. Stunned against the wall. Crisp is low. Weibo just gets out with it. Xiaohu now TPing into the play, but the stun is perfect. It saves Gala's life. Xiaohao flashing forwards, gets the stun. Magnustorm back in and a shockwave on top, and that's a cash-in for the Draven.
I cannot believe that Weibo
just hook the Poppy away from the Dragon to go for a smite themselves. Here we go. Ult goes in from Light. It's not going to find the Dragon.
Partially blame Chris for, no. If he had obviously hooked earlier, maybe they would have.
CDZ doesn't know he's been spotted. This is bad news for Rumble, but look at the damage he's doing to Weiwei. Equalizer still available, but he silenced himself early on, burning through them. Nearly gets a kill in a 4v1.
Still, LNG pick up the kill. They will be able to convert this into a bot lane outer turret as well. So LNG being smart, they just opted into not picking up this dragon. They're fine. We're just trying to get pressure elsewhere. Sadly, not really much else on the map.
Although Xiao, who will slightly push it up once again by taking this tower. But yeah, very quiet. Each of these hooks has been so near, but none of them quite managing to find their mark here. Tower could be in danger in the mid lane. I don't know if they have the wave clear with Varus maybe, but the cannon got one down until Drake is up. Baron is on the map. Weiwei just about getting away without being spotted there, but Xiaohu's found him anyway. This could get dicey. An arrow goes in. It lands onto the Orianna, and that's a hell of a combo as Scout dives into the action as well. But the Shuriken wide on Xiaohu, and now Xiaohao survives. Shockwave on Stu. Xiaohao still going, but finally falls here. As Light trying to get the damage out, but Zika's too tanky. Here comes ZDZ, and he has blood in his eyes. Equalizer down, but it's not really enough to finish a kill, and it's a double kill for Gala in the meantime.
What a strange fight. Coming out, honestly.
It felt like it was going to turn into more, didn't it? It felt like it was going to be a much bigger battle there. Hollow Radiance picked up on both Weiwei and Zika at this point. They're getting real hard to kill. Another arrow lands, but it's not a long stun. Chris does get a pull in, but he's down. They don't need a long stun with the follow-up from Gala's ultimate there. Very nicely done.
Picked up by Scout. We said how him in a side lane is going to be one of the things that are really just menacing to Weibo. Scout just looking for that all-in. And Scout will always have help from anywhere on the map. Oh, goes for the all-in now.
Oh, here we go. Opportunity to show what he's made of. Has the ultimate available. Shockwave comes out from Xiaohu. The stun doesn't land, but it just does not matter. A solo kill. And that is why Scout's got all the MVPs.
There was a lot of threat there coming from like the Enchanted Crystal Arrow and the Poppy. But like you said, Scout able to dish it out himself at the end of the day.
Big engage coming on through. It's not the greatest target on Xiaohao, but he's still just going to burn on down. But it's a trade of junglers, and everybody else just walks away.
I'm a little bit surprised. What does that matter if an Enchanted Crystal Arrow can still just be, you know, thrown across and set up for the kill?
Well, Crisp is going to be the one sunned, and there's the combo coming out from Gala as well. Crisp does get his silence off, gets a knock-up, and there's the equalizer, but the Whirling Death's not going to do enough here. Xiaohao just in the middle of everyone somehow surviving, but I don't know how long this fight can go on for Weibo. Light's still alive, but Xiaohao has a blast code. He's got out, and in the meantime, Scout's forced to flash.
Like, helpful ultimates there was, Weibo. Gonna pivot towards the Baron. We've seen them do this before. This is how they've won and how they found those comeback victories.
They do it pretty quick with the Rumble damage coming on through. Half HP. Scout is in the area, has his ultimate available as well. A TP into the pit, but it's Weiwei that needs to be here. Smite's still available. They're going to get the Baron, but can they survive as well? Keep your eyes on Light because Scout is threatening. ZDZ already down. The equalizer not really that great, but Scout goes down himself. It's a huge pickup for Light. A massive injection of gold, and now Zika slowly getting chunked on down as Xiaohao in the back of the pit. He's been ignored. He's still alive. And he gets over the wall! In that previous fight, Crisp finding the hook onto Scout, and we get to see, like, what happens to Scout. Ooh, close one on the arrow. I'm going to hold my breath on that one as another hook lands. Zika, not really the target that you want, but Magnustorm actually committed by Xiaohao here. Zika's still full health. There is no one that's doing any damage. Double spell shield on the duo AD carry bot lane from LNG here. Trying to keep himself safe from a potential shockwave. Oh, but Scout is doing things in the backside here. LNG engaged the fight to set up for this flank, but they might have gone in too soon here. Gets a heal onto Chris. As Xiaohu flashes forward for the shockwave, and the whirling death flies through the roster of LNG. And all Scout can do with the flank is the LPL. And right now, Weibo 6k gold up. Can Xiaohu be the man to break Oriana?
We do have a flank ward for Scout. He's going for the recall, so we're going to keep our eyes on the Akali.
Ult in onto Chris. I don't know if it's enough, and pull back onto Zika again. I don't know if it does anything. Scout in the back line turns golden. Chris 1 HP, and he's taken down by Scout. But can they finish this Akali off? Can they deal with it? Scout just gets annihilated. Where did he go? It's like a magic trick as Xiaohao chasing down on his horsey, but he can't close the gap at this point. It's 4v4. It's the most extended fight I've seen. Push in towards the enemy mid laner. Xiaohao hitting away at this Drake. 6,000. 50-50 from Mount Soul could be devastating, but he's knocked away. It's not a 50-50 now as Light has to go for the cleanse. Into the pit they go. They're burning through it, and it's Weibo to grab it. Soul for the side of LNG, and they get themselves 1-for-1 in the kills as well. Xiaohao in the middle of everyone, but Light still going strong. Chunked out, slowed down, stunned, but still catching axes, still throwing them back. Weibo walk away with 1 casualty.
He pretty much has to pull one of the frontliners, right? Like, it feels so hard. They do this so fast.
This is going to be done. Weiwei is trying to find a way over, but the Baron is already gone. Can they find the fight as well is the question. They're missing Chris, but honestly, Blitzcrank doesn't really do that much in a team fight.
No. Love this. Now, once again, going to look for the siege.
Yeah, and Lethality Varus, you've got a lot of wave clear, but not against things coming. And there we go. They've seen Scout now. They're just going to run at him. They're just going to try and start the fight on Scout themselves. As Zika goes in, Scout retreating on the top side. Xiaohu half HP. Arrow hits onto Light, and he uses the QSS. He's okay for now. The Scout is just being burnt to death by ZDZ. The flame spitter, but Scout dashes away. Equalizer. Just a hair.
I think this would have been game. They might be able to hold on with the fact that they still have the Akali up. We'll see though. Weibo.
The problem is Scout doesn't have his ultimate. He doesn't have flash available.
Right,
I don't know how much he can really offer to a fight here.
Yeah. Oh, it'll be up soon if they can buy a bit of time with this. Okay, it looks like they should be able to. Oh, sadly Zanya's not up as well. You're right. Actually, it's going to be really hard for Scout to find anything, even if he does have his ult up.
I think they're still in the game. I don't think Weibo can end the game.
Oh,
Chris flushes in the shockwave, and Scout is eradicated. Weibo, they want this done and dusted, and they might just have their wish right now.
Equalizer's coming up too. Equalizer's about to be up. ZDZ can just drop that one. Should give them free race.
Oh, Chris wants an MVP. Disastrous early game from him, but the hooks in the late game have been immaculate. Zika moves in to try and clear the wave, but the equalizer underneath Gala burning on through. That's all of the waves gone. Mark gets 2 shot by Light, and you know what, Weibo? They want the bonus kills. They want everything after this 44-minute slog. Being on those grubs, but perhaps that's what they're banking on. Banking on Scout, thinking that Xiaohao sticking. Weiwei is here. He spots that there's no enemy jungle. The Q flashed away from. Heal comes out from Light. Now dashing out is Crisp as they turn into Spooky Ghost. The ultimate bouncing off the minions. The burn. Is it enough? I don't think it is. He's burning, and in the meantime, Xiaohao's diving mid.
Honestly, just what coming up to next Dragon, LNG. Already having a lot of people kind of down in the area. I want you to keep your eyes, especially on Scout on the minimap. He's not in lane. He's just hovering around for now. Oh, Crisp,
I don't think Crisp is having a very fun time right now. He just got absolutely railed, and Scout is dead again. At least this time, the play from LNG.
Coming into this year, again, not just this game. If you haven't seen LNG series, really just signed by picking up this Herald. They haven't been able to take a turret down just yet, but ooh.
Ooh, flash from Crisp to dodge away from Gala's ultimate. Slow down onto Marcus. Zika goes in, and Crisp saves the day. ZDZ walks out with his life. The shield will keep him alive. Crisp has a shield of his own, needs to use it, but knocked back by the Q3. And Mark finishes off the kill.
And I think we see here, it's like, what does Weibo's...
So it all diffuses. As Gala has stepped up here, Xiao, who has Shockwave available. Gala's real quick right now.
Whoa.
The flash forward, but Mark answers the flash as well. But Gala, dodging the Shockwave, put himself in an awkward spot. Xiao, who flashed into this, and now he's alone, taken down. And Zika, I mean, he's Cassante. He ain't scared of a 1v3. He'll take this any day of the week.
Vision over the wall, so he doesn't know exactly what he's going into. But even though I hate it from that perspective, Xiao, who, he's dead again.
Oh boy, this is, well, he does have a Tom Kench on his team, so he's gonna be okay. Crisp could be in trouble though. He's already used his Eat the Shield to come down. Crisp, he just can't move, man. He cannot get out of these plays because the CC chain is just disgusting. Zika has overstepped though, and he's thrown the play for LNG. And suddenly we end up even. Xiaohu pressuring the bottom side to take this tier 1. Buys a lot of space in the jungle. ZDZ can block it.
Udyr could potentially start moving. But a lot's just going to be on waiting for the Senna Orianna to get big enough to burst him out.
Weibo's in trouble there, kicked back and taken down. Nice little start here for Weibo, but can they survive? Xiao in the back of the pit. He's waiting for cooldowns and he's taken down in the end. ZDZ as well in no man's land and running the wrong way. 2 for 1, and LNG again come out on top.
LNG committing everything down there to find those picks. Does open up for Xiaohu to answer back on top side. Not going to be able to find it in mid, but LNG once again going to be happy with some of the trades they're taking. Scout going to be able to return the favor with his spot lane tier 1.
They go without a fight here. ZDZ on the front line as they move in. 5k on the Dragon. Xiao might be able to steal this. He's on that lease in. I don't think he's been spotted just yet as in goes the Udyr to try and make things happen, but ZDZ's just going to die. Ooh. Crisp saves him, and in goes Xiao, but he misses the kick. He doesn't find his chance, and he goes down instead. That's Soul Point and a bonus kill as well, as Weibo in full retreat.
LNG doing a great job of making that so awkward for Weibo. So many things missed by the Weibo members. Now, Soul Point, they're going to be able to lean up towards top.
Oh, big combo with Xiao. He flashes, but he's not to safety. And LNG find a bonus pick with 2 picks down, 1 apart. They should be able to just finish this one off. Crisp here, Light here, trying to stop things, but there's really nothing to be done.
He's engaging!
Oof. Not ideal, but look at the Dragon. It's so low already. Xiao, this is your moment, and you've missed it. Knocked back and taken down. Jungle it down as LNG. They get the Dragon Soul, and they look for a fight as well. Zika gonna head them off, trying to deny the escape, trying to stop them running away. Great Shockwave, and the Railgun on top, but it's just not enough damage, and the Ocean Soul already getting so much value for LNG across this fight. It'll be a bonus kill on the top side of the play, and that is 4 for nothing with a Soul on top.
Yeah, and Light definitely should not be able to hold this game all by himself. LNG, we expected it to go the distance much, but glad to see LNG show some more signs of life in this game too.
Yeah, great to see LNG showing their form, showing their quality in game number 2 of the series. And Weibo, their undefeated 5-game streak comes to an end. They are finally pushed to a 3-game series by LNG.
Yeah, and I mean, we
But the LPL is 33 minutes in. Xiao wanted to make sure that they're not on that record. Scout getting a knockback onto Xiaohu in the mid lane. The roots are going to hit, actually. And there we go. All we had to do was say the record, and we instantly cursed his Scout. He's not going to be spotted on the Tribrush ward, or at least spotted that he's not there on the ward. Light could be in trouble, though. Flash immediately, followed by a top flash, and gobbled up. Mark is feeling aggressive. The root comes in. The Q is there. They don't have the damage. Oh, but Gala flashing under the tower. 3 summoners, but a kill.
Impactful. But I guess with the fact that the grubs end up being a wash, kind of just equalizes everything.
That was a bit of a weird one between the mid laners. Oh my goodness.
Really just starts to lay down the punishment. But we're getting close to first break points for LNG as well.
Oh, some big damage.
There's
trying
really
to walk in there. We've got an all-in on the bottom side. Zika, mini Gnar, doesn't even have anything in the Gnar bar. The Q3 dodged away from ZDZ, goes underneath the tower. But he ain't scared. Gets the shield for the tower shot and run on Herald. Take down the objective. Can't grab the eye, but deny it from LNG.
And look at the minimap. ZDZ instantly TP his bot to at least guarantee that they get something out of this. It looks like it'll potentially... Okay, no. So Weibo will be able to defend. So it feels weird to call it a net... Okay, good. I was going to say... They got a tower?
Yeah. I'd say they did. Oh, I don't think they'll come out on top of this play, though. Xiaohu has the flash, but no way out of this one. What is that damage onto Scout? I mean, I guess he took a turret shot as well. Well, that's pre-Malignant. He's already starting to hit. There's now the counterplay on the bottom side of the map. Weibo want a solo laner of their own. Zika gets a knockback, but knocked back himself. Will be taken down. Xiaohu grabbing himself the kill credit for that one. Definitely the right target to begin.
Backline, like, there's a Tahm Kench, there is a Maokai, there's an Emperor's Divide. There's so many things to stop that as Weibo.
Yeah, we've got a TP with the package. LNG have taken...
Oh!
What a crash down across everyone. But is there any follow-up from the rest of the team? There's the package. But he's totally alone. This is a disaster for Weibo. Shields across the team. They finally... No, they don't even get Scout. He's gobbled up by Mark. Like, you got to do something, and he does. Finds himself a shut down onto the mid lane, but it's traded 1 for 1 here. And in fact, 2 for 1. Weibo, they're falling apart. Gala now chasing down, has the slow. ZDZ 1 HP, but Light gets a bit of damage back onto Gala at that point.
Yeah.
If the root hits, it hits everyone. That would have been devastating. I mean, honestly, if that root hits, that might be the play that kind of breaks the game open for LNG. Luckily for Weibo, it didn't hit. At the end of the day, doesn't matter what nearly happened, all that matters is what actually happened. Xiaohu is looking to make it happen onto Gala. Both solo laners find solo kills simultaneously here. Now Zika wanting one of his own onto ZDZ. The Q3 knockback, and this is Cassante. Oh god, he's Cassanting all over him. Zika dodges away from the Q3. It couldn't have been closer.
That would have been madness. Madness if ZDZ pulled that one out. But now, with those 2 deaths, they can look for the siege in mid, trying to dissuade it with Weiwei's ult, but this Maokai ult is not going to do anything to stop. Oh, and this is nice, because now they have Dragon, but as we saw, right, Xiaohu having the package, they might be able to, of winning the fight.
Yeah, it's also just not what this build is designed to do. Like,
no, not at all.
Oh, good flash from Scout. Predicts the flash from Xiaohu. Jungle it down. Rockets here, 7k on the Baron. There is no smite on the side of Weibo, so the objective should go to LNG. We're looking at the fight, but even that is a 4v5. Baron taken, and now Weibo just in a straight up 4v5. Rockets coming on through. ZDZ pulls someone out of the pit. They're trying to find these fights, but Crisp getting whittled down here. Mark gobbles up his teammate, trying to save him as Crisp will fall. Weiwei still going on this one as everybody's slowly falling down, but it's LNG still winning out. About this game, they'll probably take it as a consolation prize, but realistically, they want to get sieging with this Baron, and the roots are going to set up for exactly that. Oh, the root on Corki's kind of huge, and that's some big old damaging. And I mean, this is the strength of the composition. We said it right at the start that LNG, you know, with a Senate arrives on the scene. You're absolutely right. I think this is the last ditch effort. Oh, big damage onto Gala. Follow-up rocket dodge though. Gala take it down to half now, but he does have a lot of sustain on that center. Clear the wave so easily.
Yeah, they're going to have to look for an engage, which is what they're doing.
Yeah, the roots come on in, and actually they're just going to shred this tower. The cannon alone is enough. And now LNG.
Nice job. Like we said, this in the last series win was kind of where it looks more reminiscent to, honestly, kind of the last.
Question is, can they get onto Gala? Crisp is here, and ZDZ on the Safari flank himself. And he's found a bird. The aviary comes up big for them. Scout taken down, another huge pick onto the LNG mid laner. Xiaohu will not give him a break today. And now Weibo with a pick onto the mid laner. Is it enough? They lost so much HP.
They're so afraid of this set on the range that Gala is playing with. They can't deal with it. But look at the minimap. Zika is being such a nuisance. Pushes top, pushes mid. They have to go for these resets, and they're getting canceled.
Oh no, this is going to be kills right here. Crisp goes in just to try and start something, but he's taken down. And Weibo with...
Keep that siege going like they were before.
It's an unmitigated disaster for Weibo. Chill as well. Like, so long as he doesn't step way too far out of position and get collapsed upon. But even if he does, complete and utter control. And this could be the last-ditch attempt here. You asked for a package timing. Well, Xiaohu's waiting in the base. I'm assuming that's...
Through that setup to try and break all the inhibitors at a similar time, but Gala is just... Again, it just feels like Weibo don't really have the ways to deal with them. It's going to be up to this package and what Xiaohu can set up.
Here we go, package, TP, the Safari flank once more goes to the Wolf Enclosure first. But here we go, the roots come in and it's already over. It's already over. Xiaohu's too late to the play. The railgun across the team as Chris goes down. Xiaohu arrives. Big damage on Scout. But can they finish the job? The burn comes on through and they find one. Can they keep the game alive? Xiaohu versus the world. The play their cards right. It's getting worse and worse for Weibo. Another flank, but he's totally on his own. Buffers a lot of the CC, but not all of it. There's just too much. All out, but it's into the entire team of LNG. There's nothing hitting him. These Kainic Ruckans across the team getting so much value as Light literally just tickling mark at this point. Zika goes in and Weibo go out. Phenomenal engage from the top laner of LNG. Scout finishing the job here, and LNG, they're finally back on the map as they take down the undefeated Weibo.
Yeah, I mean, LNG,